Zoom Zoom. You feel it. And with extra value now at Mazda, it's time to own it. Go for Mazda CX-3 Neo from $22,490 drive away, plus a $500 Go bonus. It's time to go.
Stratus Legal Group. Real people here for your real-life moments.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 88.9 and 93.7 Mix FM. 16 degrees in Melbourne. Late showers atop today, 26, 9 o'clock. Good morning. I'm David Armstrong. AFL coaching legend Mick Malthouse says he does not know if there's much Collingwood and the AFL can do after a series of confronting Snapchat images featuring player Jack Crisp went viral. In one picture, there appears to be illicit drugs. In others, he uses derogatory language toward women. Malthouse has told Today Crisp will likely apologise and move on.
Apparently it's taken place some time ago, so he's matured. I would suspect that he would be looking at it going, how silly was I? So, what can you really do outside of coming clean with it and then making some comment that you're going forward?
Homicide squad detectives are investigating the death of a woman at Abbotsford, Melbourne's inner northeast last night. The story is Pat Mitchell.
Police and paramedics were first called to reports a woman had been seriously injured at a property on Stafford Street in Abbotsford around 11:10 last night. Sadly, a 41-year-old Abbotsford woman died at the scene. A teenage boy who had also been at the property was not physically injured. Police have been told another two males fled the scene in a vehicle before emergency services arrived. All parties involved are believed to be known to each other. The homicide squad is investigating and no arrests have been made. Pat Mitchell, 9 News.
Victoria's experiencing the longest stretch of continuous rental growth on record. Domain's Chief of Research, Dr. Nicola Powell, says their quarterly rent report shows house and unit rents in Melbourne rose for the 6th quarter in a row.
For units, it was the steepest quarterly and annual growth ever to be recorded across Melbourne. So that does mean that units are at a new record high and we're continuing to see that pace of growth accelerate. The suburbs that have seen the strongest rates of rental growth across Melbourne, it's the units in inner urban areas.
The federal opposition will support a no vote on the Indigenous voice, arguing local advisory boards would be a better option. Peter Dutton says the Liberals aren't convinced the voice will lead to meaningful change for Indigenous Australians.
He's got a form of words on the table at the moment which is Canberra-centric. It's a new bureaucracy and it's not going to deliver outcomes to Indigenous Australians, and it is going to be a significant change to our system of government. I think he's dividing the country.
An off-duty police officer has been charged over a two-car crash at Warburton last year. The driver of the other car involved in the incident on August 28 suffered minor injuries. The 35-year-old senior constable from the Northwest region has been charged with offences including failing to stop at the scene of a collision, careless driving and failing to give way at a stop sign. Well, a bumper Easter period is expected at Melbourne Airport. Passenger numbers close to pre-pandemic levels. The airport's Andrew Lund says travellers should allow extra time to make sure they get to the boarding gates on time.
We're expecting about 490,000 passengers through the terminals over the next 5 days and about 2 million between now and Anzac Day. So that's about 95% of the numbers we'd have expected pre-COVID. So we're pretty close to getting back to normal, and fair to say we'll be busy, but we're as ready for it as we can be.
Authorities in Queensland trying to track down a platypus which was carried onto a suburban train. 2 people were seen boarding a train in Moreton Bay with the platypus in their hands. Superintendent Scott Knowles said they could be facing a fine of up to $430,000.
But our primary aim at this point in time is to actually recover this animal and actually get it back into its natural habitat. So we'd be appealing to that couple to either deliver the platypus to its nearest police station, the RSPCA, and vet as soon as possible.
Tech Wool Trading know the wool market. See the team on Lodge Road, Hamilton.
The Rip Curl Pro underway at Bells Beach with the men's heats this morning.
Celebrating 60 years here at the Rip Curl Pro, Bells Beach. It's on. Opening round of competition featuring Australia's Ethan Ewing.
And Ewing is currently leading his heat. Brisbane Lions will again be without defender Daniel Rich for tonight's game against Collingwood. The club's giving the 32-year-old another week to fully overcome a quad injury. Saw him miss last Thursday's game against the Bulldogs. 9:05, and that's the latest news and sport.
Local news, sport, community events, streaming and competitions all in one place. Check it out at mix889.com.au.
The next time you try a McCafe coffee, you'll be enjoying the delicious taste of Australia's most popular barista-made coffee. Just one of many reasons to try McCafe.
Mix FM local news.
Fox Refrigeration thank their clients for 50 years of support.
88.9 and 93.7 Mix FM.
Your local news headlines. I'm Taylor Ralph. The Western District region is being encouraged to get behind and support the Good Friday appeal tomorrow, with many events happening around town. Vic SES volunteers will offer motorists free tea, coffee, biscuits and a safe place to rest and refresh at a number of pop-up driver reviver stations across the region. The Live for Life program heads into another active season, where early this week 19 students completed their induction day. In 2022, over 490 students and adults were trained in mental health first aid across the Southern Grampians. To sport, and the GWV Rebels girls will be hoping to take the chocolates this evening when they host the Geelong Falcons in their annual Easter clash. That's the latest in local news.
Provincial Home Living focuses on enduring classic furniture and timeless understated elegance that blends seamlessly into relaxed Australian lifestyles. You'll find their beautiful store in Thompson Street, Hamilton. Mix FM's Business of the Month.
On your next outdoor adventure,
Mix FM weather.
Darren Groves knows the Hamilton property market. Call Darren at Groves Real Estate.
Your 4-day forecast for the Western District. A cloudy one today with a high chance of showers. They'll hit us later into the afternoon towards the evening, and a possible thunderstorm as well. Tomorrow we're looking at more showers throughout the day, a possible thunderstorm and a top of 20. Saturday the rain continues with a top of 16. And Sunday a shower or two and a top of 14. Today Hamilton heading for a max of 24 with 20 the top for Portland.
Harvey Norman Hamilton, your kitchen appliance specialist.
12 degrees right now.